Hello, everybody, and welcome to Teragape. This is your host, Manzaler Lohrey. I go by Manzi, and I want to welcome you to this platform where we discuss life's challenges in a therapeutic setting with the agape love of God. So, we are still talking about divorce, and today I want to focus on the topic divorce and seeking empowerment. Now, I would have said self empowerment, but I don't believe that we do anything in and of ourselves. I believe that we have a person, I call him God, that is greater than us, and we seek that power, that wisdom, that strength from him. So, let's talk about what personal empowerment looks like. When I say personal empowerment, what I'm talking about is that this is a season as you are going through a divorce, or if you have just been divorced, or if you've been divorced for a long time. This is where we are not focused on what everybody else is doing. We are really taking an inventory of ourselves. We want to take charge of our life. We want to take charge of the decisions we're making. It's not Johnny's fault or Mary's fault. This is where we got to get back to ourselves and say, this is what I'm planning to do. This is what it's going to take to do these things. These could be the repercussions, or these could be the consequences. So I need to look into these. I need to be in a place where I can make great decisions. If you're not in that place, again, remember, I've said this before, you and I are in community. You will never find you in isolation. So make sure that you have a community of people. The Bible talks about in a multitude of counselors there is safety. So talk to great-minded believers, people like you, people who have accomplished some things that you are trying to accomplish, and get some wisdom from them. But again, when I say personal empowerment, I'm talking about where this is about you. It's not about what your spouse did to you, how he or she could have done things differently. That's something we wish, but right now we're looking at you. What can you do now? Yes, they used to make the major decisions. What can you do now? How can you take control of your financial life? How can you take control of your emotional life? How can you take control of your mental health, your spiritual walk? Okay, just things like those. So empowering yourself to make choices that align with your values and goals. These can enhance your sense of self-worth. So maybe a good place to start would be, what do I even value? Everything I did was because of what they wanted to do. Everything I did was because of what they asked me to do. But what do I believe? What am I even interested in? And sometimes it takes time to even figure out those things. I mean, I know for me, I have said before that I enjoy certain things even during the marriage. I enjoy shopping, I enjoy meeting new people, I enjoy hosting gatherings, I enjoy traveling. So it wasn't hard for me to pick up and do those things. Now, sometimes it was difficult to get back with friends because, again, I had mentioned I had a concussion, and going out and about sometimes was difficult for me because I would just feel very dizzy. I remember one evening we went, somebody invited us to, do a pickleball tournament. That was the worst mistake for me. Not only was my head spinning, my vision went shot. I think the lights were just too bright for me. And so, but that was then. Now I can make a decision to go and do fun stuff, and I have my limitations or my limits. But what do you want to do? What do you like to do? Make sure that, again, they align with what you believe, so that you're not entertaining some kind of a cognitive dissonance, meaning you believe one thing but you're acting contrary to that thing. Okay. The second thing to do would be to avoid comparison. This is your journey. Everybody's in a different place, a different space. People are going to do what they want to do. People are going to make their decision. Make sure that you are doing what's best for you as it aligns, again, with your values and your goals. So focus on your journey. Don't be in a hurry. We all got our divorce the same day, or we all, got the news the same day. How come they look like life is going on better for them? Let's again focus back on you. You don't know what's going on in their life or their lives. So focus on your journey. Avoid comparing yourself to others, especially to those who may seem to be thriving after the divorce. You never know what people are going through. I'm a licensed professional counselor. I've had the opportunity to work with people from different places, different stages in their lives. And, sometimes they'll be honest to tell you it was all a facade. I thought by doing that, it would look good on Facebook, or it would send a message to my ex about how I'm doing so well. But, don't deceive yourself. You got to go to bed with you. You got to go with you wherever you go. So take care of yourself, okay? Take care of yourself. Make sure you're focused on the journey. Enjoy the journey. I know it's hard to say this, but I'm telling you, I wish I had enjoyed the journey more than I did when I was going through a divorce process. Yes, I had a concussion. Yes, I had all these different things going on. But sometimes just to sit and turn on something instrumental and just enjoy that. During the time when I had the divorce papers, I was having some eye issues. I had what was called convergence insufficiency. I still have a little bit of that. And I wish I had asked my cousin or people around me to read all those documents, but just really, you know what, this is hard for me. Okay, ask a question. How can I make this easier? Don't just stay on the statement, this is hard for me. Well, this seems impossible. Those may be true statements, but turn that into a question. What can I do to make this beneficial for me? What can I do to make this process easy? So enjoy the process. Do not compare yourself to others. Focus on your journey. Focus on your journey. Go out to eat. Find a movie to watch. Go listen to the birds. Some things don't require a lot of money. Or any money. Just going for a walk. You may not need to pay to do that. Just go do that, all right? And then create a vision for your future. Now, I can speak both ways. People have the vision boards and people write all these things down. I can also speak on the other side of those who have that in their mind or their minds, but they don't have all these things they're writing down, because life has this way of coming to interrupt, what you wrote down to accomplish by this time. So if your thing is to write down all these things to accomplish, be my guest. If your thing is to think about it, but write it down, but don't add a date to it, just say, you know what, these are the things I would like to accomplish. Father God, I'm asking for your wisdom. Please show me how to go about these things. Should I rearrange them? Is this the time? And then, in your humanity, take the steps necessary to do that. But I think there's a lot of stress that comes with this thing has to be done by March 31st, or this thing has to be done by May 31st. It can get tricky. So be my guest, but make sure that you are not comparing yourself to others and that you are making the changes that bring life to you. All right. And so yeah, that would be what you can do for some goals. Set some goals. Again, you want to put a time frame to it, be my guest. If you just want to have all these things that you want to tackle, that's fine too. Lastly, be patient with yourself. This thing has no expiration date. Some people get through things quicker, others don't. This is not a time to start to look at, well, she got her divorce last week and there she is, she seems to be thriving, or he seemed to be. Be patient with yourself. Do the work. It's best to give yourself a lot of time to heal, because you will start to notice, hey, I didn't know I had some anger. Now you got to deal with that anger. Ooh, I do have some bitterness. Got to work through that too. Just different things. Procrastination, feeling like you don't measure up, all those things. So be patient with yourself, because you will start to see different things unfold. And like I said, If you're patient with yourself, if you are in the space where you're not competing with nobody, you can use that time to work on yourself, to be in that crock pot so that 8 hours later, figuratively, you smell good, everybody wants to be around you because you've done the work. All right, and remember that being patient with yourself also means that you are allowing time to heal. There is no time frame on when that will be. Well, I need 1 month to heal. I mean, I don't know. I still feel like I'm still healing. I'm not where I need to be, but I can tell you I'm not where I used to be. Some things now I just laugh at. That was no laughing matter a couple months ago, maybe some years ago, when the feelings were so raw. It just felt like a wound that was just, I mean, yeah, that didn't seem to have any healing to it. But I can tell you, I'm doing way better than before, and I take the time to still reflect, and I still take the time to deal with if there's an anger that pops up or a disappointment from something from the past. I take the time to deal with it because I have to keep myself sane. All right, so allow time for healing. Okay, so seek empowerment, and that would be that personal empowerment. That would be taking charge of your life, taking charge of your decisions. If you plan to do this, then this is what you plan to do, knowing that your decisions or choices have consequences and you're not going to be pointing your finger at other people. And then avoid comparison. So focus on your journey. This is your journey. Do what you got to do for you. Avoid comparing yourself to others, especially to those who seem to be doing better than you. Create a vision for yourself. Set some goals. Like I said, the Bible says to write the vision, make it plain. Some people like to write the vision and put a time frame. I've done that before where I've set some goals with dates on there. And when I was told this marriage is not going to work, and when that gentleman hit me from the back the day I had the accident, I can tell you when I left the hospital, I wasn't thinking about what I was supposed to get accomplished by May 31st. I was too dizzy. I was too confused. The lights were too bright. Everything was noisy. And I didn't know what I had until 4 weeks later, I was told I have a concussion. And there I was dealing with all that sleepless nights and even feeling angry sometimes. I had to learn to live again, all over again. And my hats go off to those who've had multiple concussions. I do not want another concussion. That thing has been years. All right, so take good care of yourself, be patient with yourself, and remember, you are loved, you are blessed, you are amazing, and better days await you. Take good care. Until next time, bye-bye.